Hi, I'm Ali and a warm welcome to the Ceramic Repair Studio. So as you can see today's video, I've got a beautiful vase here, blue and white vase, and it's been cracked and we've got some chips at the top here and a little bit of nibbling, as they would call it, as well, some little smaller chips. And it has been broken, but it's not completely, it's just been cracked. And as you can see, the cracks are just all along here and they're slightly dirty. So I thought we'd do a little bit of cleaning before we actually put it into being washed. So let's get going. What you'll need for this is some peroxide here, and I have peroxide here which is 20 vol. They come in 20 volume, 40 volume and 60 volume. Obviously the higher the number, the stronger of percentage. It's also a cream one as well, so it's a cream peroxide, which is a lot easier to use because it's slightly thicker and it won't be dripping everywhere. I've also got here a Q-tip to apply, and I always collect bottle tops, really useful for putting in some surplus peroxide, but also when we come to painting stages or gluing stages, they're always useful for mixing in. Now we're going to apply just a little bit from the peroxide to the lid, and you don't need too much. Also make sure that you put the lid straight back on the peroxide. Now you also, when you're doing this, you want to be in a well ventilated room, also with a window open. I'm in a very light area here with my window at the back of me here as well open, and at the front. So well ventilated room, even better outside, and also wearing gloves. So what we're going to do, I think we'll work on the top part first. So as you can see, there's a few sort of chips. So I'm just going to take my peroxide on there and just very lightly, just dabbing on. Now you don't need to put too much on, just enough for coverage. And then let's work on the cracks. Oh, we might see some on the outskirts there as well, on the outside. And this will just get rid of any dirt and will lighten everything up. Again, just gently apply. Try not to get onto too much of the original. Now, if you do have anything with gilding on, best to avoid. You don't want to be lifting anything up if anything's sort of delicate and fine. So now let's work on this part here. So obviously it's very difficult to get into this part. So I'm going to take our cotton bud again, just very gently apply. So just starting and then just very gently working along the line. Again, if you have something with a little bit more depth to it, just want to make sure it gets right in. And you can sort of do this 1 or 2 times if you feel like you haven't got enough peroxide in the crack. And then again, just taking our peroxide, just moving along. Now once I've applied all the peroxide, I am going to leave it for a good 24 hours and then give it a very nice light rinse with some warm soapy water. And that's when you can also, to get into a crack better as well, you can also, when you're rinsing, use a toothbrush because that can get right in as well. Right, so again, just making sure, I'm going through again, making sure I've got it right into those cracks so the peroxide can seep in. Now, if you've applied a little bit too much of the peroxide, you can always just take a damp cloth and just give it a little extra sort of wipe. So once we've applied our peroxide to our area, I'm going to take our plastic bag here and just very gently cover over our vase. So you may end up with a little bit on your peroxide on there, but it should be fine. And then just put a little tie to it as well if you like, so it's just sitting in there. And again, I will leave this for around 24 hours and then I will give it a very light wash, also taking a toothbrush afterwards, and I would actually just get right in there as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it useful. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing for more content. I upload literally maybe once or twice a week, and I really look forward to seeing you at the next one. Okay, bye.